This is James Holder for IFL TV in association with Macklin's Gym Marbella. I'm at the Marriott Hotel today in Birmingham, ahead of the press conference of Frankie Gavin versus Leonard Bundo. Also on the bill, got the big man, big Lucas Browne. How we doing?
Good man, how's things?
I'm alright, everything's alright. Yeah, caught up with you quite a bit last weekend, had you on the channel quite a lot, good times.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, no, all the interviews and everything I had last week were sensational, so I'm very happy with all that.
Thank you very much. Talk to me a little bit about your opponent. So a very decent test for you.
Very much in regards to the boxer, he's a decent test, yes. He was scheduled to fight Chisora before he had an injury, so that was for the European title, so obviously he's no slouch. He's 24-0 with 16 knockouts, so again, yeah, he's no slouch in any way whatsoever. He's just rocked up in a baby blue suit, which sort of puts me off a little bit, but you know, I can't control his fashion sense, so I've got a pair of tracksuit pants on, so yeah. But yeah, definitely, 24-0 against 20-0. He's got the 16 knockouts, I've got 18, so we can both hit. Someone's O's got to go. Yeah, you know how it goes.
How important is it that you try and knock him out within them first 6 rounds to you? Do you think that's just kind of style and what you're looking for out of this?
It's not important. Obviously, it'd be excellent and it'd be fun, but it's not important. I've got 10-12 rounds to do everything I need to do. Start off slow, just feel him out. Everything else, I think I've got the height and the reach, so it's a lot better than fighting someone like Towers who's 6'8". Yeah. So yeah, I might be able to showcase a few more skills in this one as opposed to the last couple of fights.
Do you think your opponent kind of is a harder test for you than someone who could give fought the likes of Paul Butlin, as I said, Richard Towers, and even James Toney? I know he's a great fighter, but towards the end of his career, as we all know.
Yeah.
It's more of a live fight for you.
I think definitely. I think he's definitely come to fight. He's fit. He looks fit. He comes forward with the 1s and 2s, and he'll definitely test me. He'll test my fitness. He'll test my defence, and see what I can come up with in regards to being a little bit more creative for hitting him instead of just coming up with the big right hand. So I think for all those purposes, it's great. Just on the James Toney thing, like yes, he's not. He's past his prime, but at the same time, I'm not where I need to be either. So when we did fight, we were nice and even at that stage.
Listen, you can only beat who's put in front of you.
Exactly right. Yeah. Tell that to Dante Wilder, 31-0.
What's Ricky Hatton said to you about this fight, and potentially does he say how dangerous this fight is?
It's not so much dangerous as one that obviously we want to win. We want to win in style. We want to make an impression. We're not too far off some sort of world title shot. Yeah. So everything from this point on is important in that regards. Like obviously I've got to be fit, I've got to look the goods, I've got to perform, and yeah, come away with the win.
Already got the Commonwealth title. Looking to add the WBA international title, is it?
Intercontinental.
Sorry, WBA intercontinental belt, as well as another belt that I've not heard of before.
It's the one that I fought for last time I was out against Eric Paholi. It's the WBC one, the Eurasian Pacific.
Okay.
So
I've not seen that belt before.
Yeah, it's green. It's WBC. Yeah. it helps my rankings in WBC, and yes, the WBA. So at the moment I'm number 7 in the IBF, 8 in the WBC, and I think 12 in WBA. So indeed, it's only going to help everything, you know.
Indeed. The UK fans really seem to be taking to you with your style as well. It's all action. You're always looking to land that big shot as well.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
The British fans, they kind of like that, don't they?
I've got more fans over here than I do in Australia, which is absolutely sensational. It's a very humbling thing to be able to walk around the streets in a different country and people come to you, yell your name out, want to take photos, things like that. So I'm very humbled by all that. Yeah, it's a great experience, and I do come to fight. I don't come to muck around. I'd love to have a knockout every time. So yeah, the fans love it, and I love giving it to them.
Thoughts on Fury Ustinov not happening last week? Disappointing for everyone.
Well, very disappointing, especially after the big debacle he made of it at the press conference in regards to people turning up and being a man and everything else. Now, obviously you've got family commitments, that's fine, but after saying all that and then pulling out the very next day or whatever it was, it's just a bit silly.
Think a fight with yourself and maybe Tyson Fury one day could possibly happen? I know it's been spoke about a lot recently.
I'd love to, yeah. I personally don't see anything wrong with the guy. He's doing exactly what he needs to do. He's 25 years old. He's at the top of his game. So congratulations to him. Like I'm 35 and on the other end of it. So, but I look at him a little bit envious towards him because he is where I'd like to be. In saying that, I'd love to knock him out. Yeah, it's something that the fans want to see, and why not get paid for it while I'm doing it?
How confident are you doing the job on Joe RUDENKO come Friday in Wolves?
I'm always confident. There's no point coming here unless I'm confident in my own abilities. I'm fitter than I've ever been. I'm a little bit lighter than last time, which is great because I was definitely a little bit of a chunky fella last time I was here. But I'm always supremely confident in my abilities. I've got the power to knock anyone out in the world, so it's just a matter of me actually getting in there, doing what I need to do, and landing the punch.
At the age you are, how far do you think you can go in the sport as we look at things now, and with the looking at the heavyweight division as well?
Well, I'm 35. I've only been like proper boxing for 3 years. So the amount of that I have done in those 3 years is, I'm very happy with, obviously. I would love to have more time, but at the same time I haven't had all those years of amateur experience being beat around the head and everything else, so I can still talk. I'm still very coherent in everything that I do. So as long as the body holds out, I think we're looking probably another good 5 years. So by the time I'm 40, I don't know if I want to be boxing after that. Yeah.
All right, well listen, thank you for giving me a bit of time today. I wish you the best luck with the press conference, and if for some reason chairs get thrown, maybe you give me a little word after.
Sweet, mate. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Lucas.
Awesome.
Cheers, mate.
No worries.